Hi again. So, back with my part 3. And I'm gonna start with the third part, which is the first one is I'm slowly letting go of the need to chase everything. So, I guess for the longest time, I've just been like, I need to do this, I need to do that. And, there are so many things I want to do, and I'm slowly trying to let it go. um I'm not saying that if you have a dream, just don't go for it, but you'll always want to chase something which is better, and you should, obviously. But there are things which I feel doesn't have an end, and you will always want more, more, more. But sometimes you just gonna stop and breathe. So that's why I feel that I've stopped, like I'm trying to actually let go of these feelings, because um there's no end to it. And if you just if you just keep on running in that race, I feel that you'll never be content, and you'll just keep on, you know just live. You'll just try to just be more, 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 and there'll be no end to it. So I'm literally trying to like slow down the feeling of chasing everything. That's like a lesson which I have. The 22nd one, which is, maybe the goal was never to have it all figured out. This is actually a good one, where you think that basically I need to figure it all out. I need to do this, I need to do that, and this, and if I have all these things figured out, my life will be crazy good. But no, it doesn't. And um you know the goal shouldn't be that you can have everything figured out, because you can't. I really think you can't, because there will be something which you won't be able to. And there are some things you have to just leave to God, or like to God, or maybe just to time, that just time can tell it, right? So yeah, the goal should never be that you have it all figured out. There are some things you have to let go and just give it time, or just give it more bandwidth, basically, to see that what is going to happen. The 23rd one, I've stopped waiting to become a different version of myself. So it every time I had my birthday, I was like, now I'm gonna, like, just be like something different. uh but I've stopped waiting to be like a different version, and I feel I like my current version. And I feel that any version I am, I should be very, very proud of it. um because you can never be perfect, right? And people also say that no one is perfect. So if you think that you can be just super perfect, and you have to do like things absolutely right, or everything in your whole thing, like in your family, in your relationships, in your friends circle, everything, if you think can be perfect, it cannot be. So and maybe some of the things are your mistake, and you really can't really can't hope for a version of yourself which is like super perfect, and who doesn't do mistakes, who have perfect things in life. It can't be a possibility, because obviously people can't be perfect. So I've stopped waiting for that version of my life, which I've just thought that maybe I can achieve one day. But what you can do is just try to be better, 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 and I feel eventually you will be. So the whole point of this is that you take your time to actually reflect in whatever you are doing, and try to be like tried to do better. And that's a very good thing. Like, if you're just trying to be better compared to what you are in your previous years, I feel that's a very big achievement, and you should just keep on doing it. mm, the 24th one, the little things the little things have started winning. um so basically what happens is that, when you're young, you think that, your dream job, your relationship, your a promotion, or a trip, or you know uh you just think that these things can, you know be um these things can make you feel that you're winning. But it's actually not that. It's actually the smaller stuff, uh which makes you feel that, you know which makes you feel that things are okay. And as people say, it's about always about the smaller stuff. It's actually about the smaller stuff. It is actually that, you know what is happening in your daily life. And if your daily life looks good, uh, and if you're trying to, better things in your daily life, it's always a bigger win than the bigger achievements. So you need to actually try to ace that. And yeah, it shouldn't you shouldn't put your happiness on the bigger stuff. You should actually put your happiness in the smaller stuffs which happens daily, so that you feel happy every day, like a small cup of chai, or a good swim, or anything which makes you happy, a good read, anything which makes you happy. So it shouldn't be about the bigger stuff, like, getting a job, getting a promotion, going on this Bali trip, or going on this and that. I feel it's about the smaller stuff in your regular life, which just makes you feel that, okay, wow, what a life. um the 25th one. um so this is a personal one which I have written, is that I write because it helps me understand myself. So I've started writing back in 2017, and I've written for more, like, I guess, for 10 years. And it's such a good feeling, I think. So that, just writing just helps me understand what I'm going through, or like, it just helps me, document things as well. And I guess it's a very good thing. If I don't know if people write, but if it's your thing to write. But I feel, uh whenever you are actually going through stuff, or going through anything which you can't process, or you can't just figure it out, you can just take a piece of paper and a pen, and you can just write. And it just helps you out. There are things in your head which doesn't get solved, but when you write it on paper, when you can just see what you're writing, I feel you figure it out. I feel it. If you don't figure it out also, it's a very good way to just dump all your things. And you feel lighter. People say that when you share stuff, it feels lighter. If you don't have someone to share things, you can just write it down, and it just makes you feel better. People use notes also to write it. But I feel you should always write on a piece of paper, like a physical thing. Um, it just makes things better in some way, at least in some way. So yeah, that was a personal one, by the way. um so 26 one is a good one, which is like, I'm learning to trust myself again. um so there was, like, in your early 20s, I feel you don't trust yourself that much. You are like, what, how can I do this? Or did I do what I did? Was it correct? Or you don't just get the feeling that, okay, whatever you're doing is like great, super great, and everything. But as I've stepped in my, like, in my other half of 20s, I've felt that I am trusting myself again. I'm trusting what decisions I'm taking, what are the um like whatever I'm doing. I feel that I'm trusting myself again for it, and being like, okay, what I'm doing is good, is better, is something which I should be doing. So that was not in my early 20s. In my early 20s I was like, what am I doing? Is it correct? Is it not? I was a lot indecisive about things. uh, but now I feel that, I am deep down, I am actually trusting myself again with things, and I feel happy about it. That you need to trust yourself to do things, and basically if things don't go also according to what you have planned, but at least you trust yourself that that was what you wanted to do. Maybe it went south, but it's okay, right? um so the 27th one, the last one, which is 27 didn't change my life, it changed me. So this year was all about a lot, like really a lot. um there are people who left, there are people who stayed. um there are things which I lost, but I feel this year wasn't just that one big moment which happened, but it was like hundred smaller ones. um like I'm really proud of myself for whatever I've done. I feel that um I'm just better compared to what I was last year. I've processed a lot of things. I've started like trusting myself again, as I was saying, and which um makes me feel peaceful that whatever I'm doing is good enough. And you know how I've stepped up for myself, um how I've like reflected on whatever I was feeling, why was I feeling it, how can I be better. And like it has not been like one of the years I was like super happy or I was super sad. It was just a year which was trying to calm me down and trying to show me that who are the people who are worth caring for, who are the people who will be there in my thick and thin, and who are the people who are just in your life just for the sake of it, or they just don't consider you how much you consider yourself. So it was a mixed feeling, and but it was good, it was great, because you whatever you do and it just makes people's life better, or it just makes your life better, is a step closer to good being a good human being. And that's what we want, right? And birthdays are a good way to reflect on that. um okay, what happened last year, what did I do wrong, what did I achieve, did not achieve, and why did I not achieve it, what can and you can just be excited of what is coming next in your life, which is good, right? So yeah, this was it. I guess I have talked a lot, and yeah. So maybe if when I turn 28, I can come up with another. But obviously, I'll not have 28 lessons because it's too long. Um, yeah. So thank you for watching. If you're seeing this one, I have two parts to it. Before this, like a part one and a part two. Thank you again. Bye.